guys, so the other day during the Sephora Friends and Family sale, I ordered something really cool, really special. I was not sure if I was going to get anything at all. I knew the VIB sale was coming up and I was just going to wait and get stuff then, but I wanted to get something that I never would buy myself and that was more expensive because you get 20% off. So I got the new Everyday Luxury Temptu. I have never used a Temptu system. I was really anxious to try it, and when they came out with the white one, I just loved it. So I really wanted to get it. What you get when you order the luxury set is the white version, not the black one. You get the holder, the hose, and the plug-in cord, which is over there. It won't reach this far. And then on it, you have the power button up top, if you can see that. The green light comes on, and the power button's right here. And then you have the dial, and that's the recommended setting where it has a hash mark there. But you can turn it up, and that will get more makeup and more air flowing, and that will be less. So I'll leave it right where they say to leave it. I've tried it both ways, and this way works the best for me. So I'm going to show you guys how to use this. I think this would be a really cool holiday gift. Either for yourself or for somebody else, and it's a really neat system and I'm loving it. So I wanted to do a quick review and demo for you. I'm not wearing any makeup right now, so I'm going to show you all of that. I am going to do my makeup, my blush, and my highlighter, and I'm going to do a bronzer but not a Temptu bronzer because they were all very shimmery and I didn't like any of them very much. So my foundation, I got, it doesn't come with a foundation or anything, and the set is $2.75, and you get a voucher for foundation. So the foundation comes in packs of 2, so you get a voucher and you go in and they give it to you for free, so you pick out your shade. So this is what the pods look like. This is my foundation. I am the second shade, which is Ivory. So you want to make sure you shake it up. It's got the little needle right in there. And then what you're going to do is take this off, and when you're first starting, there's a little thing right here. It has a little pokey thingy on it. You take that and you stick it in the red little hole right there, and you wiggle it around for like 5 seconds to loosen it up, I think. I'm not exactly sure why, but you do that, and then you just slide it right back in there. And the other side has this really cool sponge that you can put over the needle in the front and twist it around to clean that, which is really neat. So I already shook up the pod. Now I'm going to take my foundation pod. You take the back off, and I'm going to hold this, and you just slide it right in there. It has a little black tube down here that goes into this tube here. It's really easy. You just slide it right in like it looks like it goes. So I'm going to turn this on. I might get a tiny bit loud, but hopefully you'll be able to hear me over. So now you can see, I can feel the air coming out and all that good stuff. It kind of smells bad at first because it's new, so it kind of stinks. So I like to do the trigger with my middle finger. Most people use their pointer, but it's kind of hard to pull back is my biggest complaint about it. So I like to use my middle finger, and I might switch off. So I'm going to hold it about 6 inches away from my face, pull back, and go in circular motions. And remember, I have the dial set to the recommended setting where the hash mark is. Just going to kind of go over. You'll see if you spray it on a tissue, it's not a lot of makeup that's coming out, so you can go over it a few times. And you're obviously going to have to go over your face more if you need more coverage, and less if you want less coverage. And you want to make sure that you're not setting it too high and spraying too close, because you have to give the makeup a chance to dry. So I'm almost done with what I would call my first pass. Okay, I'd say that's the equivalent of a light coverage. I need a lot more coverage than light, so I'm obviously going to let that dry for a few seconds and go over a second pass. Alright, so I'm going to pull back the trigger and go over it a second time. Make sure you're holding it far enough away from your face, because if you don't, it won't give you that airbrush look. It'll kind of like clot up in places and look cakey in other places. So you want to make sure you're holding it far enough away and taking your time. Really focus on getting all the areas but making the motions, and that way the makeup's going to go on really flawlessly, give you nice even coverage that doesn't look like makeup. And you don't have to put your lips like that, but I didn't do it my first time, And I was like, I look so pale right now. And I thought it was the foundation color, and then I realized I had the foundation all over my lips and they were completely like whited out. It was funny. Okay, so that's my second pass, and I am very happy with the coverage. Obviously, I'm having like major hormonal breakouts right now, so I have this really random breakout here and down here, and then one up here. It's only on like the left half of my face, which doesn't make any sense to me, and I haven't gotten a pimple on my cheek in so long, so it's super frustrating. I have no idea why it's there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this a tiny bit closer. I'll show you guys. A tiny bit closer. And I'm just going to pull back a little bit so makeup comes out, but it comes out closer, so it's going to hide the pimple. Just like that. Now I'm just going to pat around it a little bit just to kind of blend that in. Do the same thing down here. Okay, now after I spot cover, I feel kind of funny, like I need to go over one more time, so I'm just going to do one more light pass. Okay, now the airbrush system is off. There's a release button right here. I'm just going to push that, and you pull out. You kind of pull down and out. Like that, and it detaches. And I like to take the sponge out of that chrome top that goes on the back of your pod, and I like to clean the tip because you can see that there's makeup in there now. So you just push the sponge in there and twirl it around, and then I go around the outside because I just like to make sure my airbrush systems are really nice and clean, because otherwise they can get clogged up and act funny. So always make sure that you're taking good care of them. So I'm just going to slip the pod right back in the chrome top and put it in my little stand I have here. Now I'm just going to add a touch of concealer because I'm not using Temptus for that. So I'm going to take my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage, put this underneath of my eyes. Okay, now the bronzer I'm going to use, I'm so excited to show you. It's my brand new Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, and this is the cream bronzer, which I just bought. It's brand new. I've only swatched it for my blog. So this is the first video where I will officially be wearing this bronzer. So I'm going to use my Samantha Chapman buffing brush. Just take some of that on there. I'm just going to buff this into my skin. I love the color that this gives my skin. It's absolutely gorgeous. Super natural, not shimmery, but has that kind of sheen to it. Alright, now we're going to go back to Temptu. I'm going to take my blush. This color, I'm going to shake it first. This color is called Washed Rose in 403. It looks like that. So I'm just going to undo that. Take my airbrush gun, slide this right in there. Super easy because you don't have to put any cleaner in it and do all that. I'm going to start my air gun. I'm going to go about 4 inches from my face. I'm going to smile a little bit to find my cheekbones. And I'm going to kind of pull back on the gun and concentrate on my cheekbone. You can see it's already getting a little bit glowy. I think this blush is like really beautiful. It's super subtle, but really pretty and nice. Okay, so now that that's on, we're going to stop the Temptu system, press the release button and pull that out, and replace the cap, just like that. And then I'm going to grab the last thing, which is my highlighter. This color is in gold. Shake it up, and you can see the blush gives you a little bit of a highlight, but I'm just going to do this for fun just to show you guys. So again, slide it right back in your airbrush gun, the system. You want to be really careful with this. So I'm just going to focus on the top of my cheekbone. You can see it's super gold. Can you see that? Woo! You got to be careful with this stuff, guys. Can you see that highlight? That's really nice. I'm going to do a tiny bit down my nose. I'm going to do a little bit on my Cupid's bow, if I can focus it there. Hopefully I can. Oh, I can. Can you guys see that? That's really pretty. I'm going to do a little bit under my lip. Makes my lips look a little fuller. That is really cool. Can you see how glowy that is? That's gorgeous. I got a little bit right there. That was a little bit of a mess up, but remember, push the release button, pull it out, super easy and fast. And we're done with our face. So I hope you guys liked this little review and demo. I think this is a really awesome system. I love the white one. That's the reason why I chose to go ahead and purchase it. So I'm so glad I tried it and I got it. I love the way the foundation looks. The blush and the highlighter are both very pretty. The bronzer is definitely too shimmery for me. I like using a matte bronzer, so the Chanel is perfect. I think, or any powder bronzer that you guys use or like, or if you might like them, the bronzers that Temptu has if you like shimmery bronzers. So hope you guys like this quick review and demo and that you're having a fabulous day, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!